Hi everyone, today I wanted to talk about using digital center slides in your classroom and how they can be beneficial for your stations or your center rotations. So I've been teaching for 8 years now in first grade, and I use centers every day for math and reading. I believe centers are a great way to keep students engaged, keep them up moving around, and to build student independence. For anybody who's taught first grade or kindergarten or even second grade, whole group can be a struggle sometimes, just with the time that is spent either sitting whole group or sitting at a desk. For our younger students, that can definitely be really hard. That's why I think centers is a great option, just to help you feel more comfortable teaching, help students feel more comfortable, more engaged, and it gives you more opportunities to do different things as well. Today I wanted to just walk through what my digital center slides look like. So if you have any questions, you can leave a comment below, or if you need any assistance with anything, you can also let me know as well. I also do have my center slide templates available to purchase. If you are interested in what you see, you can click the link in the description to check those out. So let's take a look. So I created all of my center slides in Canva. If you've never used Canva, I highly recommend checking it out. Teachers also get Canva Pro, which gives you all the premium features. Teachers get that for free. You just have to sign up and submit your credentials to prove that you're a current licensed teacher. I think it's a great option, not just for centers, but for creating other resources as well. The first one I wanted to take a look at is my math rotations. In my classroom, I don't have as much time dedicated for math as I do for reading, so I kind of have to squeeze things in a little bit. I have 4 rotations and I have 4 math groups, and my math groups have about 5 to 6 kids per group. These are not my actual slides, just to keep my student information private, so I switched them out with some fake images of students, but just so that way you guys would get the idea. So in my first grade class, I put my students' headshot photos on the slides, just so it makes it easier for them to see where they have to go and know what they're doing at all times. This was really easy at the beginning of the year. I just took a picture on my phone. I have the Canva app on my phone, and I was able to just upload the pictures in a matter of a few minutes. So on my slides, I have a title for what each center will be. I have an image on what they'll be doing, and then a brief 1 to 3 word description just to help give them a reminder of what they should be doing. I also use visual reminders on what noise level the center needs to be at. So if it has the muted button, they know that those centers need to be quiet stations, and they know the other stations will be at level 1 noise volume, just that they keep it at whisper level. Canva allows me to add as much or as little as I want to these slides. So I was able to find an image of our math curriculum, so I was able to put that at the teacher table, so that way they know when they come over to work with me, they need to bring their book. We do Splash Math for our technology program, so I'm able to put an image of Splash Math. I can enter the code for our class, so when they log in, if they need a reminder of what our class code is, all they have to do is look at our smartboard, and they'll have the code readily available for them. I also have the title of what rotation we're on. I have a space where I can put my I can statement, so if admin comes in, that I can statement is always listed there, and we always review it before our rotations start so students know what we're working on. And then I also have a timer. So in Canva, if you go full screen mode with that timer available, I can just click it on my smartboard and that timer will begin counting down. So that is what my math rotations look like. And like I said, I do 4 rotations. So each student is hitting all 4 centers each day, and each group will have 1 station with me. So I am working with my math groups each day as well. When I'm creating my centers, I'm constantly switching out centers. So I need a variety of different icons that I'm going to be using to post what centers students will be doing, or just different reminders. So I have a slide where I saved all of my icons that I use, and there's always a couple that I'll have to find or search for in the Elements tab here or there. But these are kind of the ones I use every day. So all I have to do is just click on the one I want to use, copy, and then I just go to my slide and I paste it where I want it to go. So let's take a look at my reading slides. My reading rotations are a little bit different because I have such a wide range of student academic levels. I had a lot more reading groups than I did math groups. So I have 6 reading groups in my class, and so it would be nearly impossible to meet with 6 groups every day. What I found that works best is I have 6 stations, but I do 3 rotations for 15 minutes. So each student will do 3 of the centers on the first day, and then they'll switch to the second set of centers the following day. So for example, if, let's say, my student Tony did word work, skill work, and work on writing on Monday, then on Tuesday I would just move his name down to the bottom, and he would do listen to reading, teacher time, and buddy reading. That way it lets students hit all 6 stations, but it also allows me to have smaller groups, especially when they're working with me at teacher time. I also like with the 6 center options for reading, I do feel like I have more centers to work with for reading and writing and phonics and our foundational skills than I would for math. So it gives me more options to spread students out around the room, really make sure we're practicing and targeting all of our skills that we need to hit each week. So they're really hitting all these stations across 2 days, and they're spending quality 15 minutes, which I feel like is very appropriate, and the students are able to get as much done as I would like them to in that time. So same thing, I have our title of our slide, our timer, and our I can statement as well for there. Thank you guys for watching my video today. Like I said, if you're interested in these center templates, I do have them available in the link below. If you have any questions or comments or even suggestions, I'm always open to learning new things. Please leave a comment below, and I'd love to answer you however I can. Thank you.